Quick firing it right into there. We're going to be checking out Impreza today on the channel. And I just want to say that this is my first time injecting it and my first time trying it. So in this showcase, you are going to be experiencing everything the way I'm experiencing it real live. And we're also going to be using a config that was given to me by the developer for both the smoke grenades as well as the legit config, just to get an overall just kind of feeling. And then maybe we'll hop into a Wingman. All right, first time hitting the login button. Expires in 0 days. Okay. I don't have a subscription. The intro of this video is sponsored by SafeMarket.vip. What makes these guys special is they don't only accept PayPal, PaySafe, and bank transfer, but they also take gift cards in their Discord server. These guys are a large reseller group. If you're looking to join their Discord, it will be linked down below, but you can also check out their website. It'll be linked in the description down below, where they resell software for a bunch of different games. For just Counter-Strike, they've got Midnight, Meme Sense, Never Lose Balance, Never Lose Mod, Menu, CS2, Predator, and Nixware, among FrostChanger and Vanity. Like I said, check them out. They'll be linked down in the description, and make sure to use code TABZ for a discount. All right, well, we finished that up. We fixed everything here. We've got it injected. I just had to message the developer for a sub. I didn't realize. I thought the code he gave me was the equivalent of a sub, but I was indeed wrong. Either way, let's hop into a workshop map, check out this cheat. All right, well, we're loaded up in a little custom match here with Impreza, and so far, I'm gonna limit my FPS really quickly, just to make sure that I'm not breaking the ESP here. So my FPS is limited to 144. The overall overlay is a tiny bit laggy, but it's not absolutely horrible. There might be something in the menu. Still a little jello-y, but nowhere as bad from what I can tell. And I can see that Impreza itself is running at 132 FPS at the top left. So let me quickly do FPS underscore max. We'll just do 130. So 130, and then we'll go into the menu. I gotta hit Y. I keep on forgetting about that. Y, and then change this to 130 as well. 129 even. No, so still a little jello-y. So that's the only negative that I've seen so far while looking at this for a little bit before I started recording, was just like FPS with the drawing seems to be a little jello-y with... Well, I'm gonna cut myself off here because this is already fixed. It fixed during this video because I was doing something wrong. This was not the cheat's fault at all. Just wanted to quickly get that in there because I'm in the middle of editing this video and I don't want people to think that this is not worth looking at because of this slight issue. So I'm going to cut out the rest of the footage talking about the ESP being laggy because I fix it and it's really not that hard to fix, and I'll show you what to do. It was user error. So other than the slight issues that we're having with ESP being a little jello-y, when we hop into the menu, we have a pretty decently good looking menu here. Spectators, I don't know why that moved. We have our legit bot, which is going to be over here on the left side. We have our visuals. We have our, what I'm guessing is utility. And then we have our miscellaneous. So moving into it, we have pistols, shotguns, SMGs, rifles, snipers, and heavies. Now, when we scroll down here, we'll see assist. So we have aimbot, closest bone, or head. We have visible only, as well as a FOV in degrees. We have dynamic FOV, draw FOV, humanized speed, and we have our aim speed amount, and this is pixels per move. We have RCS here, so you can enable that, change the RCS speed to be like, let's say 45. RCS standalone, 100% or 0. We have RCS standalone here and standalone here. Not too sure what that exactly means. Oh, I see. It's RCS speed and then RCS standalone. Some things in the menu, I've got to be honest, are cut off, and honestly, it's not... Like if it's going to be a private cheat, even though it's only €8, I would expect the menu to be a little bit more usable in terms of reading things. Like the scaling is just not amazing. That's my honest opinion. Moving over to Triggerbot, we have Triggerbot in your keybind. You have crosshair index and bone. We have our hit chance as well as magnet trigger, our jump shot helper. So this will be our first bullet something, and then in between shots. Again, being able to read this would definitely help. Maybe if you could resize the menu. Oh, I see. So that's going to be our in-between shot delay and our first shot delay. Ideally, this menu would be about... Just lock the sizing to so that everything fits. I'll just leave it like this. Now the menu is huge. But underneath that, we have globals for Zeus and Knifebot. Did I miss anything on this side? Because it seems like when I made it bigger, I could see more. And again, that's going to be changeable between all categories on the screen. Now moving over to visuals, we have player for sound ESP. We could do reverse animation, the distance, speed, and size. Custom visible ESP, our box ESP, and you can choose box, filled, outlined, or filled gradient. Head dot and skeleton. In skeleton, you can also add a glow and a glow thickness. We have skeleton joint and player hitbox. We also have health bar custom color, health bar text, name, weapon, secondary weapon, utilities, and bomb flag. Moving over to the right side, we have dropped weapons, Molotov, smokes, projectiles, and planted bomb, as well as an entity scan speed. Going over to miscellaneous down here, we have crosshair, and we can change the sniper crosshair to always enabled, cross mode or circle mode, our size, gap, and thickness, and our spec list. We have oof indicators, hit sounds, hit marker, and screen modulation here. Within hit marker, you can change the size and the gap. And the oof indicators, you can do the animation speed, audible only, or size. So moving over from the visuals to the utility, we have utility helper with the icon, name, and snap lines with a max distance and a spot editor. So I have the AD smokes config here. I can hit load on that, and then it will load in all of the pre-made smokes in this config for different maps. So in utility helper, we have helper, icon, name, and snap line, as well as a max distance. In the spot editor, you can create a new or edit one or remove them. Moving over to the miscellaneous page, we have MISC for auto accept stream proof, which you can see works absolutely fabulous. Although I need to edit this a little bit, it does seem a little snappy there. That could be the RCS, honestly, because I did change RCS. So let me try going over here to the AK. Aim speed, we'll put that at 8. Humanized speed is good. RCS speed, we're going to put that at 35. And humanized speed, pixels per move, we'll do 5. And closest bone sounds good to me. All right. Much better. Again, aimbot is going to feel different for every user, so setting it up the way you want to do it is going to work either better or worse, depending on just the player. Going back over to miscellaneous, so again, VSync doesn't do anything for me. High GPU priority with VSync off, same outcome, honestly. That's going to be the biggest problem for me. Map parsing, radar spotted, font size small, and head, legs, hands. Probably just do head and hands, honestly, for the spot check. And then, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to change a few settings, and then I'm going to hop into a Wingman and give you guys a short gamed review just to figure out where I'm feeling with this. Okay, so I've changed up a few things to test whether this cheat was really made to be full screen or full screen windowed. I record most of my videos in full screen windowed. So I'm going to test that ESP in full screen. Looks way better, baby. All right, I have way less to complain about now. Honestly, the visuals being really goopy and laggy were not very cool for me. These look on point as shit. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that this is actually turned around. An €8 private-ish cheat, kind of, I guess you can say. Everything seems to be fine. We just got to see if the aimbot with my settings now feels better. And if it does, this is a pretty solid cheat. I don't know about it being private. I think it might be much better to be public, but so far, only the menu needs to change a little bit, other than whatever the aimbot's going to feel like now. I don't want to talk about it. I was trying to do the jump shot helper. That is more than likely for the scout. It's not for pistols. All right. So, honest to say, much happier now that I understand that this cheat works in full screen. Full screen windowed is not going to work in most cases. I also don't have VSync on in terms of at the top right performance. You can see we're hovering between 300 FPS or so in full screen. And I also don't have VSync on in the menu, and we're good. I've limited the FPS of... Oh my God. I limited the FPS of the overall cheat to 130 still for the ESP, but we're not getting any jello. Look how smooth that character model is. Hell yeah. Very much so happy. Now, while we're sitting here waiting for my counter-terrorist buddy to come back, I do want to say that, yes, this cheat is private, but you can apply for it. So it's not private, like you can only get invited from friends, but you can make an application to be able to join in the Discord. And some background from the cheat, it's been out for about a year now. I know Steve did a video on it about 8 months ago or so. It's been out for a year. It's been UD for that year, and it's worked on all official servers. I don't know if they specifically say that it works on certain eSportal servers kind of thing, but when it comes to just normal matchmaking for $8 a month, other than the menu being a little wonky, which I'm sure they could easily change, it's not too bad at all. I like that everything in it is very simple and easy to understand. A few things that I would say, is the first bullet delay and in between shots being underneath magnet trigger or above would be a lot better, because with jump shot helper on there, it kind of looks like those are the settings for jump shot helper. All around though, everything seems to be fine. It can be a little finicky when you are messing with your aimbot, but you just have to find the settings that best suit you. Honestly, I'm really glad that I did try to go full screen and record this part of the video for you, because if I had not thought about doing that, my overall review of this cheat would be not to buy it or not to apply, just based on the visual issues that I was having. But that does not seem to be a worry now. So my buddy's not coming back. I'm wondering if I put on the semi-rage and see how that actually performs. Might not need it. Might not need it at all. I will share one complaint so far that I have with you. Closest bone or head being the only options is not my favorite. I would have much preferred upper chest or neck, as I try to aim for the head already, so I get mostly all headshots.
Bomb has been planted.
I've got to play super defensive against these guys. They like to play really all over the place.
Incendiary out. Grenade out.
All right, I'm going to load up the semi-rage config here just because it is a 1v2. Let's see how this plays out.
Now we fight.
I don't know. Let me read the keybinds really quick here. What are the keybinds? Aimbot mouse button 5. Okay, I'm not too sure what was going on there. I'm going to guess something in my config was busted. Maybe that's just too high. Yeah, something's busted. Okay, so maybe not. No semi-rage. Okay, so yeah, that config just don't work for me. I'm just going to go back and load that other one. Well, it's safe to say making my own semi-rage config was the play. Overall, honestly, pretty good cheat. Pretty good cheat, cheap price, and you get a little bit more control of a community with less toxicity with being application-based. Either way, my name's Tabz. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to let me know with a like down below, and I'll see you on the next one. Later, bros. Peace. What?